Hello everybody, it's Lisa and welcome to Junk Journal Gems. If you recall, when we were making the altar books for Christmas, I made one for myself and then I made one that already sold in my Etsy. These were a ton of fun to make and I cannot wait to start diving into this book. By the time that you watch the video, it will be December 1st, which is when I will start using this journal. I'll be jumping from one into a new one. So I had promised that I'd show you how I use a journal and how I set this up for all of my holiday planning and journaling and just my daily life and holidays all in one all in one book, so I'm not jumping from book to book. Some people like to compartmentalize their journaling and planning, and that's totally fine. One of the beautiful things about journaling and planning is to find the way that it works best for your mind and how you process and plan. Everybody's different in what they find to be successful. So you do you, but it is helpful, I think, to see what different people do so that you can get your own ideas. To be honest, I change it up from time to time. I happen to be doing everything in one right now. Sometimes I do a separate little planner for my calendar and activities, and then we'll do my journaling in another book altogether. But right now I'm working from home, I think, more now, and that's why doing everything in one book has been working best for me. So let's go through this a little bit. This journal ended up being very much like the other one that you saw me do. So I'm not going to get into how it's set up as much as I am and how I will use it. So this first book plate is done like a pocket, and I like to have a pocket where I can stick cards in, and this just happens to be my next hair appointment coming up next week already. So I like to have a place where I put those things so they're at the ready. So that's where that is. Now, I'm going to just make sure I'm in frame for you. Oh, I am. So here I've done just a month at a glance kind of calendar because I am a very, very visual person. I have to see things for them to sink into my brain. So I like to keep things at a month at a glance. And then the way that I do my daily to-dos and schedule is I do it day by day. So for tomorrow, I haven't written down my to-dos here yet, but at the bottom I don't have, or do I? Yes, I do. I like to, in my planning, use these friction erasable pens. And then I just put like a box down here. I know that I need to. In fact, I should be doing this tonight, but I decided I wanted to play in my craft room instead. But tomorrow night I need to do some filing. So I put that down here, and if I had any scheduled personal appointments, I keep my work stuff completely separate from my private life. Again, not everybody does that. I used to try to do work life and home life all in one, but I found that it just sucked me down the work rabbit hole way too much. So I would write down any appointments up here and my to-dos from the bottom going up. And then I just check them off because I get satisfaction of checking things off when I'm done with them. The way that I did this sheet is this is just an 8.5 by 11. Let me make sure. An 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that I just folded like this so that I did like a tri-fold type of thing. So the place that you see first is the 1st through the 4th. That gave me adequate space for how I use it. And then I come through the 5th through the 8th, the 9th through the 14th. And then when I'm done with the 9th through the 14th, I probably will fold this over backwards and then just keep going through. And the rest of the month then is over here, the latter part of the month. So that's how I do my day by day. the more heavy duty detail and all the things I want to accomplish at home, all of that. This is just done with a, oh, Heavenly Days. What do we call that, y'all? What is that called? It's just a folded piece of scrap paper that holds that in. Heaven's sakes, y'all are screaming it at me right now. I know you are. What this is over here is this is my year at a glance. Because I use a journal for a short period of time, I use them up quicker than within a year's period of time. So I always keep a separate piece. Sometimes it stays in the book, and this one I just did it as a removable because I knew I planned to only use this one in the month of December. But then I'll write down, okay, let's say, in fact, I should write down on the 7th is a birthday in the family. So I'll write that down. And then I just keep a running log of all of the dates. Here I plan to shop for a dress for our son's wedding. And on the back side are the remaining 6 months of the year. So that way I don't lose track of what's upcoming. And then when I go to use or start my next journal, I can take this over to that journal and either use this as it is, or if I want to transcribe everything into whatever I want to use at that time, I can. This is just held in here like that. Easy peasy. So that's that. That's how I do all of my regular planning like I do on a day-to-day basis. And then, of course, the rest of the journal is like a regular altered book. And I will be using this, and hopefully, I'm not going to do a December daily for you guys because I don't always journal on a daily basis. I'm kind of sporadic about it. But I didn't do a lot of embellishing of the pages, so that maybe we could play around together and do some decorating and embellishing. So again, you get more ideas on how, excuse me, I ate a handful of peanuts before doing the video. That was a really dumb idea. But we'll go through some decorating and how I journal through the month as it hits me. All right, so let's get to the back of the journal, where I'm heading. Isn't that cool? This is just, I fussy cut that off of a old Christmas greeting card. I just love that image. I just tried to put a bunch of things in here that I loved. That's what makes a journal juicy for me to want to use it. Okay, in the back of this journal, I have a decorated glassine bag, and in this glassine bag I have this little mini junk journal that I just threw together. I think I have a stash of these. I think I had this from last year. But the way that I like to use a little journal within a journal is, again, because this will live at home, this journal, when I want to do my holiday planning and shopping, I can easily pull out this little mini book and take this and just toss it in my purse and take it with me. Because what I will do is I will keep a page for each one of my family members that I will be shopping for and keeping track of what I got for whom, because I've lost track of that in the past and have found gifts stowed away like 6 months later. Yeah, I've done that. So I keep track of what I got for whom and how much I'm spending so that I can keep my spending for my kids even. And then I can take it with me. I can write down ideas that they've shared with me on things that they wish for Christmas. I can also write in here my Christmas menu, where I can go to find my recipes. All of the Christmas detail for this year will basically go in this book. And then I can plan out in my planner, if I can get to it, which days I want to do what tasks that I need to complete. For example, I have not started my Christmas decorating, so I plan on this weekend I need to write down that I'm going to start my my decorating. So that way, at the end of this holiday season, all I have to do is tuck this back in the back of the book, and I then have a permanent record of what I got everybody for Christmas, so that if I want to go back to it next year, like I'll be able to this year pull out my Christmas journal from last year to see what it was that I got my kids and what I got for my mom, so that I'm reminded and I'm not buying them the same thing again. Or maybe if I wanted to see what I purchased where for them, so that if I wanted to get something to accompany that, I can do that. You've got then your permanent record. And what's nice is that if someday down the road a family member looks through your holiday journal, they'll be able to see who you spent your holiday with, what you had to eat at your holiday meal, and all of the Christmas joy that you experienced throughout that season, all in one volume. So that's how you'll see me using my book this Christmas season. I hope this gave you some really quick ideas. This wasn't meant to be a long video, but I just had promised I would share how I use this, so that maybe it gives you some ideas as well. If you have some unique ways of how you plan and track things and journal throughout your holiday season, please share that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm always looking for new ideas, and I'm sure there are other subscribers who are as well. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, follow along. Welcome to those of you who are new. I so appreciate having all of you, especially this holiday season. I want to give you thanks for your support, thanks for your comments, and thank you for sharing your ideas in our community. It's been such a treat to get to know new people through this shared interest that we have. Have a great day.